Namaskar and a very good afternoon to all the honorable dignitaries. In this two-day international conference organized by Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore, India, we saw our learned guests sharing their words of wisdom and valuable ideas on business strategies, entrepreneurial challenges, and societal values in the changed global scenario. Shri Mr. Sajal Mukherjee has shared very valuable inputs in terms of what to expect here on. He gave a picture of artificial intelligence, machine learning, 3D printing, robotics, IoT, IIoT, blockchain, amongst other future technologies in the fourth industrial revolution 4.0. Dr. Stanley Oliver spoke on the impact of COVID-19 on businesses, slowing the pace of some of the completely changing the model in others. He opined that agile managers have a huge opportunity to rebuild businesses. Dr. Vikineswaran from Malaysia spoke on the ethical aspects and health concerns towards employees in the new business strategy. The papers presented by learned scholars also almost unanimously displayed a shift of human behavior and business strategies. Purchase behavior of the functional foods was one such linkages between CSR activity and brand building, another crowdfunding, a third, and also on the mental health concerns. All papers have showed a consistency in the move from selfishness to social existence and growth. In the opening session address, I spoke on the situation and prospects of India in the changed global environment. Today, I will talk about technology adoption and application, which directly affects business strategy, entrepreneurship, and our lifestyle. In 1991, the country's industries were freed from the restrictions. We expected the post-economic liberalization, the government would give thrust on the development of indigenous technologies for our industries, adequate spending on the research and development, but that did not happen. Instead, we copied foreign technology. Except for the institutes like Indian Institute of Sciences, Bangalore, and IITs, no other technical institutes ever tried to develop indigenous technology suitable for the country. The situation has, however, changed in the past 10 years. We are seeing rapid growth in the development of indigenous technologies. Hero Bike Company is a glaring example of this. This two-wheeler company earlier was manufacturing bikes in collaboration with Honda Company of Japan. However, after breaking of their partners, they moved out, and thereafter Hero Motor Corp developed the bikes with indigenous technology and saved its market share. This was possible through adaptation and application of indigenous technology. Under the changed global scenario, every indigenous industry and entrepreneur should adopt new age technology, and it will lead to making India the global hub of low-cost manufacturing. Societal values also change technology. We saw this during the COVID period. Call for social distancing during COVID to avoid infection prompted the majority of people to go for online purchasing and making digital payments. Even those who did not like computers and considered smartphones as an avoidable wastage, all of a sudden found these electronic appliances doing majority of works for them. Because of the massive rise in the use of smartphones during the COVID period, smartphones are the biggest sellers in the mobile market in the past 6 months. This is due to the technology adaptation and application. Today, new age technology has become an essential requirement of every business strategy. Talking about business strategy and entrepreneurship, I am happy that after September 2020, the economy has taken a turn. Against rupees 1 lakh crores of GST collection in the country every month. From March to September last year, the GST collection has been more than rupees 3.25 lakh crores in the past quarter from October to December 2020. This is a sign of revival of the Indian economy. Foreign investors' faith in Indian economy and Indian companies has also increased. Foreign direct investment FDI into India increased by 37% to US $43.85 billion during April to November 2020, according to the data issued by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The foreign investors have invested more than rupees 1.40 lakh crores in the stock market. During the COVID period, exports from the country outshined total imports during the same period, leading to surplus in current account. Foreign exchange reserves are at the record highs. After December last year, both the manufacturing and service sectors are growing once again. India is the only developing country in the world that has made COVID vaccine in just 9 months, but the pharmaceutical sector has not yet been exploited to its potential. The Indian pharmaceutical industry may become the second largest market in the world, but for this, the government will have to develop the health infrastructure. The pharmaceutical industry will have to spend on R&D so as to make India the global manufacturing hub for the medicines. The engineers and scientists in the pharma sector are really second to none, and it is the most opportune time for them to make the pole position in the global pharma industry and establish India as the Vishwa Guru of pharmaceuticals. Another sector that has potential to make India the Annadata of the whole world is the food and agri-processing sector. Overall, less than 10% of the total food produced is processed into value-added products in India. In comparison, the United States and China process 65% and 23% of their produce respectively. Similarly, other countries such as Thailand, Philippines and Brazil process as high as 30%, 78%, 70% of their produce respectively. India's vast agricultural resources alone creates huge potential for investment in its food processing and equipment industry. Major areas holding scope for value-added processing are in the canning, packaging, dairy, bakery and food processing, frozen food and thermo processing industries. The food and agriculture sector alone holds the key to an inclusive growth for the Indian economy, which will certainly give the benefit to the rural populace of India who are the agriculturists. If the predictions of these economists are anything to go by, India will become the third largest economy in the world, leaving behind Japan, Germany and Britain in the next 10 years. According to the International Monetary Fund, India's GDP growth in 2021-22 will be 11.5%, more than all the countries of the world. Even our latest economy survey presented on the floor of the Parliament in its ongoing budget session, the economic growth of the country has been pegged over 11% this year. Recently, the government has decided that government companies which are not manufacturing at full capacity or incurring losses would be handed over to the private sector. In short, the economy is on the revival mode after declining incidences of COVID-19 infection. But the country needs employment generating growth. Equal distribution of wealth after becoming a part of the global economy is bookish. This is an era of survival of the fittest. Whoever has talent, who works hard, will grow rich. With this, I conclude and signing off till the next international conference of PIMR with the hope of a better future, better growth, better opportunities, and equitable rise in the socio-economic condition of both in India and abroad. Thank you once again for gracing this event and enlightening each one of us with your ideas in the changed global scenario. Thank you and Jai Hind.